Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fragrances that I want to share with you guys today. A lot of these fragrances right here are fragrances that I just don't talk about all too often on my channel, simply because a lot of people like to watch designer content, they like to watch versatile content, strong beast mode fragrances and all that. So I tend to make more of those videos. But for those of you who've been waiting for me to make a list about hidden gems and fragrances that I actually really love as artistic fragrances, and artistic fragrances that, mind you, are wearable at the same time, because I still love my practicality. I don't love anything really that are extremely unwearable, because I actually want to enjoy wearing my fragrances. So these are hidden gem fragrances that I love, fragrances that are unique, artistic, but for the most part, still very much wearable. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video, and let's just jump right into these fragrances. First one here, we have one from the house of Armand Oud. If you guys know Armand Oud, just, oh god, they show up so much on Jeremy Fragrance Vlog. Every time he goes travel to these fragrance events, he always goes to the owner for some reason. But yeah, Armand Oud, that brand. I met them in Milan, Essence Fair in Milan. I smelled their whole line. This one was my favorite. This one is called White Hinoki, and Hinoki is Japanese cedarwood, basically. I did confirm with my Japanese girlfriend on what Hinoki is, and she did confirm that it is indeed cedarwood. Now this fragrance is amazing. It's a piercing floral. It has ginger, heliotrope, and heliotrope in here is probably the main note as it gets into the dry down or get into the mid and dry down. You're gonna get this really kind of powdery floral scent with a little bit of sweetness. The sweetness in here resembles a little bit of a gourmandish, slightly vanilla kind of sweetness mixed with that floral and mixed with the ginger that is super strong up top. It's so piercing, so strong, and that is what makes this fragrance to me stand out from a lot of floral fragrances out there, because as you guys all know, floral fragrances, you know, they tend to lean maybe more grandma-y, more feminine, a little bit harder to wear for men. This one though, as a guy, I feel extremely comfortable wearing this. It smells, to me, masculine. A girl can wear this as well, it'll smell attractive, but for me, this is a masculine floral. The ginger in here really makes it masculine. Ginger, floral, slightly bit gourmandish. Really like this fragrance. I've been wearing it for the past few days. So yeah, thank you Armand Oud for gifting me this bottle. When they initially emailed me and asked me if I want to review any of their scents and for me to pick one, this one was a no-brainer. I smelled the rest of the fragrances from the line already in Milan, and the one that I remember stood out the most is just this one. I remember maybe one or two more that I like from the brand, but this one stood out to me the most. It was actually one of the more memorable scents when I was in Essence. Out of the thousands of fragrances that I smelled at that event, this was one of them that stood out to me more than a lot of other fragrances. So I'm glad they reached out to me. I'm glad I was gifted a bottle, and hey, you guys can get a bottle for yourself at a discount. I'll leave a link to Armand Oud down in the description below for you guys to check out White Hinoki yourself. Use code ImagineScent20 to get 20% off the order. So yeah, they're giving to you at a discount, and this brand doesn't normally go on discounters, so there you go. Next fragrance right here, we have one from a Thai brand. Now quickly to touch on Thai perfumery, oh god, they're so unique, man. They're so unique. They have their own inspiration, their own kind of creativity. A lot of the fragrances that I smelled or that we smelled before are usually from the European side of the world or from the Middle East side of the world. So both of those have their own distinctive signature. When you smell something that's Middle Eastern, you almost instinctively know it's a Middle Eastern inspired fragrance, and same with European style fragrances. Same here with the Thai style fragrances. They have their own DNA, they have their own stories, their own inspiration, their own history, which makes them very unique, and that's why I've been diving in to Thai perfumery a lot lately, and this is one of my favorite that I found from my journey into the Thai perfume world, if you will. This one is called Tipagon from Siam 1928, and this is, it's so good. If you notice, there's an R in the last part of the name, but we don't pronounce that. It's actually gone, but it is really good. It's a matcha green tea scent with a little bit of a green gourmandish touch. I don't know the actual name for that note in English, so I'll just leave it on the screen for you guys. Has a little bit of that green gourmandish touch, very delicious alongside the green tea, and God, it smells to me delicious, but at the same time, very vintage, very historic in a way. It has a lot of old school elements in here. Not old school European style or Middle Eastern style elements. It has a lot of vintage, old school style that is in old Thai perfumes, or that reminds you of Thai culture in a way. It has a lot of smoky notes, incense notes in here that reminds you heavily of temples or of Buddhism, because Thai people, a lot of us are Buddhists, and we have a lot of temples, and when you walk into a temple, the incense smell is very, very distinct, and they have that in here, which really ties in the whole Thai culture into this fragrance, as well as giving you something that is delicious and intriguing at the same time. So that's one thing that I like a lot about this fragrance right here. And the bottle design, it's actually pretty unique as well. It's actually ceramic, so it's not the safest bottle. You drop this, gone for sure. So don't drop this. A lot of glass are actually more durable than this, so this is kind of like an eggshell. In a way, don't drop this. I actually had one break before, so yeah, they're a little bit more flimsy, but I like the vintage look. I like the logo here, and the box, of course, very beautiful. They just put a lot of care into creating the scent, the presentation, the story built around it. It's just fantastic fragrance, and that's one of the reasons I like Thai House so much right now. They're very, very creative, and they care so much about everything, every nuances that they put into the scent, from the packaging, the story, to the scent itself, to everything. So yeah, Thai Perfume House, check them out, and don't forget Siam 1928. Add that to your list of brands to try out in the future. They have 3 fragrances right now. I own all 3 of them, but that one by far is my favorite. Next one here, we're gonna talk about the one that I unboxed in my last video. This one is Thé Noir 29 from Labo. This one is black pepper tea, black tea, basically, and it smells like the most masculine tea fragrance ever. And this is actually gonna be my scent of the day, because I don't have a scent of the day today yet. That is ridiculously good. It's the only one from Labo that I feel like owning, because it is just that amazing. You know, fragrances that capture your nose right away at first sniff? There's not a lot of that. There are fragrances that you smell and you're like, yeah, it's okay. Or some that you smell like, hey, they're good. Maybe I'll jot them down, I'll check them out later. But there are some that you smell and you go, I need to have that. That one needs to be in my collection, and that's exactly how I felt with Thé Noir 29. It's just taking me so long to grab a bottle of this, because you can't find the Labo on discounters. They're all retail, so of course they're more expensive than others if you need to buy them retail. That's why it's taking me so long to grab a bottle of this, but it's phenomenal. If you love tea, you love peppery type fragrances, or you're looking for a tea fragrance that you can actually wear as a signature scent for the fall and springtime, phenomenal choice, phenomenal choice. It's actually, to my knowledge right now, the best tea fragrance for men. Period. So yeah, that's Thé Noir 29. Next one right here, we have ones from Maison Margiela, and this one is Dancing on the Moon. Now, I mentioned this fragrance once or twice on the channel. If you watch all my videos, you guys probably seen it before, but this one is a personal favorite. Very, very personal favorite. A lot of you guys may not like this one. It smells very pleasing. It's not something that's off-putting, or it's not something that's animalic. It just smells a little bit more feminine, because it is a white floral forward fragrance, powdery white floral, but very light and ethereal at the same time. Dancing on the Moon to me is the perfect name for a scent like this. The scent itself, it's simpler. If you smell it without the name association, it just smells like a simple, kind of clean, ethereal, effervescence, white floral fragrance. But when you add the name Dancing on the Moon in there, it gives the scent, even though a simple scent, it gives it an image. It gives it a story. It gives it a feeling that you normally wouldn't feel if you have not given it that association. That's why I like this fragrance so much, because when I smell this, I actually feel like, yeah, this could be what the moon smells like, you know? I made that connection in my brain, and I like this fragrance a lot more because of it. And that's why at the beginning of this fragrance, I mentioned that it's a personal favorite. You guys might not like it the way I do. I just felt a personal connection with this based off the story and the name. You guys might not feel that way. The scent itself as a standalone, very simple, pleasing, inoffensive, leans a little bit feminine, but to me, I feel extremely comfortable wearing it. I like wearing it, and the story, it just makes me enjoy wearing this fragrance a whole lot more. So yeah, Dancing on the Moon by Replica, not talked about a whole lot, but I really enjoy it. Next one right here, we're gonna talk about one that I've talked about a long time ago, like dating back in 2016 Imagine Scent channel, the beginning times of this channel. This one, this is Skin on Skin by L'Artisan Perfumer. It is old, man. It is old. It's so old in my collection. In fact, the label came off of it. It got rubbed off. But God, the smell of this one is still one of the most unique feeling fragrance to ever grace my nose. The smell of this, man. If you smell this, it really does not smell like fragrance. It has fragrance notes in it, obviously. It has suede, it has iris, but it doesn't feel like fragrance. The texture, when you smell the scent itself, doesn't feel like your typical fragrance, which is something that always intrigued my nose, because texture is not something you think about all too much when you're smelling fragrances. You think about the notes, you think about the development, but this fragrance just feels different. Like just smelling it, your nose feels different smelling this fragrance. And you guys can smell it yourself if you guys don't believe me, but it has this kind of really translucent, almost watery type of texture to it. The scent itself is really, really smooth, suede with soft iris. Smells really good, attractive, sexy, but what really got my attention the most was just how this fragrance overall feel. And Skin on Skin, as the name to me, fits really well, because to me it's just a really subtle, sexy, sensual scent with a really kind of different, really close encounter type of texture. It doesn't feel airy, it doesn't feel far away, it feels watery, it feels grounded, it feels like you're really close to someone. So yeah, Skin on Skin is a perfect name for this one. And it's still, like I said again, even after smelling thousands of fragrances throughout the years, this one, in terms of just how it feels to my nose, is still one of the most unique fragrances that I've ever discovered. So yeah, that's Skin on Skin by L'Artisan Perfumer. That's pretty much it for this video today, guys. 7 fragrances, 7 hidden gems. If you guys want more of these, definitely leave a like, definitely comment, definitely watch this video a few more times, get those views up. And if I see that there's a lot of interest for this, I'm more than happy to make more of these videos, because I have a lot of fragrances in my collection that I never talk about, and I want to talk about them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget, share one of your hidden gems down below. Let's help each other discover more fragrances. More unique fragrances, more fragrances that are generally not talked about all too often. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye.